Folks, let's talk about making big bets on the gambling sector. Today, I want to talk about the gambling sector and the potential for big growth in two ETFs that I'm targeting. Now, here's the big factor that you need to pay attention to. The reason why I'm looking at gambling ETFs right now is because, in general, the market is vulnerable right now to short-term pullbacks. Not a bear market, but a healthy pullback, and ETFs offer better diversification and lower overall exposure since there's multiple assets in the ETF. Now, after the market cools off a bit, I'll focus on individual gambling stocks, but for now, I think it's best to stick to ETFs since the overall sector is speculative in nature and could be in for volatility over the next few months. So be cautious. Now, with that in mind, let's talk about gambling stocks. Now, first of all, global gambling market is going to reach $647 billion by 2027. That's only 6 years from now, even accounting for the pandemic. Now, market is looking forward again to reopening, and major ETFs are moving ahead of the potential relief that COVID vaccines may bring in upcoming months. I'll begin looking at individual gambling stocks, again, as I mentioned, begin trading above the 2020 February meltdown highs. But for now, let's just deal with the ETFs. First one, Round Hill Sports Betting and iGaming ETF, ticker symbol BETZ. It's a sports betting ETF, includes gambling stocks focused on the sports betting and iGaming industry. It's got global exposure, not just USA, which is really good. It's balanced. It's got 38 holdings, including some of my favorite betting stocks, such as Penn National Gaming and DraftKings. While the US is the largest country with net asset exposure, the fund offers plenty diversification with the rest of the world, targeting Europe and Asia. There's a preference for mid-cap stocks, which is healthy, which represent about 51% of the net asset value. Assets are rebalanced quarterly. The net asset value increased by 39% since the fund or the ETF started trading in June of 2020. Technically, the ETF is trading near all-time highs and is showing remarkable relative strength in relationship to some high-flying stocks, especially tech stocks, which have been trading lower. Matter of fact, FANG stocks have not traded past their September 2nd high, and we're already in January. So, second gaming ETF is the Van Eck Vectors Gaming ETF, ticker symbol BJK, that's BJK. This gambling ETF seeks to replicate as closely as possible before fees and expenses the price and yield of the performance of the MVIS Global Gaming Index, which is intended to track the overall performance of companies involved in casinos, hotels, sports betting, lottery services, gaming technology, and gaming equipment. This ETF can add diversification and investing in gambling stocks with 42 holdings. The U.S. is the country with the largest weighting at about 46.92%. Other countries include Australia and China, which is very good, especially in the betting sector. While these ETFs may offer less potential gains than individual gaming or gambling stocks at this time, they also offer less risk since exposure is completely diversified. I would suggest waiting for more upside confirmation from consumer spending before delving into individual gambling stocks, as I mentioned when we first started this video. But these two ETFs are a good compromise, in my opinion, between risk and reward in the industry and the overall market at this time. And I hope that helps. Folks, hundreds of traders and investors have learned a secret that could win them up to 97% of their trades. Their teacher? Glad you asked. He's been crowned the best trader in the world 10 times over and even made over $1 million off the last flash crash. That turned his small, tiny $4,600 account into $460,000 in just 2 years. That's amazing. Now, he's passing his knowledge down to the next generation of traders. In fact, his trophy trade system could give you the potential to win 97 out of every 100 trades, just like it has for the past 20 years in a row. Click on the link below to learn how you can get in on the next trophy trades. Do it now.